Wagwan people M's. I have been a little bit on a hiatus when it comes to my movie reactions because I've just been kept so busy with all the requests for the music reactions and stuff, and there were some artists that really pull a lot of views and things on my channel, but like as much as that is great and I'm always going to be grateful for that, my channel was always meant to be about the things that I really enjoy as well. All of the things I enjoy. So music is one of the biggest parts of my life, but movies, I mean, I love my movies, and I think so this might be a bit of a shoehorn into this, but I said, and this was months back now, like I really wanted to delve back into the Hogwarts Harry Potter world, and Robbie Coltrane that played Hagrid sadly passed away, and I was like, how do I honour that? Because I've already seen Harry Potter from Philosopher's Stone right through to Deathly Hallows Part 2. So I was like, maybe one day I'll do a whole run through of all of that. But I was like, I've already seen it, so I can't really react to that. But what I hadn't seen are the Fantastic Beasts franchise. So I think the first one that I did, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I did have that up on YouTube, and then it got banned, it got blocked. So that was a bit annoying, and then I just never got around to watching the second one because I think I was probably a little bit disheartened. I'm like, YouTube don't want me to have any joy. But I really want to watch it again, and I thought, as it's Pride Month, I thought, oh, a brilliant opportunity. Now, stick with me. The fact that Albus Dumbledore technically is, I think, portrayed as a gay guy. Well, I think he's meant to be gay, according to like the author, I think. I thought, well, this is a perfect. I mean, this is two birds, one stone. Do you know what I mean? Like, not only do I get to, hopefully finish the trilogy, so I can actually finally watch The Secrets of Dumbledore, but also it's a celebration of Pride Month as well. So it's kind of two birds, one stone. A bit strenuous, but we'll work with it. So anyway, without further ado, and what's weird as well is that all of the Harry Potters and also both Crimes of Grindelwald, which is the one I'm going to watch, and also Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, they've all happened to suddenly appear on Netflix, which is weird because they weren't on there before. So I don't know what's happened there, but I can see that they're such popular movies. I can see already that Harry Potter and like nearly all of them have been in the top 10 like since they've started. So that's really cool. And very much lastly, I just recently played Hogwarts Legacy. So while I was off work and while I was unwell and whatever else, one of the things that kept me a little bit sane was just playing Harry Potter, and it was such an awesome game. Like it was like you were a little wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. So if we remember, I'm going to do like a little, so I think I did like an intro of my previous video before, so I'm going to quickly just play that. Oh, even just being back in it is good though, do you know what I mean?
Anything edible in there?
No.
Hi.
Hi.
Mr. English guy, I think your egg is hatching.
Really?
Who are you?
Ah. The mole's quite friendly though. He will. Yo! Ah!
You ask a lot of questions that can get you killed.
Danger.
What is that?
I'll expose you for who you are and what you've done.
Blast from the past. So actually, I kind of forgot. Like, I really enjoyed this movie. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. And I know that some people are probably like, oh, this franchise ain't that great. But I really enjoyed it. So with this one, I'm really hoping that it's as good, or at least on par with the first one. So where that left off, obviously, Newt has gone off to go and we'll go back to the UK, go to Britain. I can't remember the lady's name, but the Aura who's now been gone back to the ministry. What's her name? The sister, anyway. Obviously, there's some kind of little love connection going on between them two. I'm presuming that the two films are linked. I don't know. And it also ended with the guy with the bakery with the mustache, kind of remembering the sister as she came through. I remember getting quite emotional about that. So let's waste no time and let's dive straight back into this one. So this is the secrets. This is the Crimes of Grindelwald. Got my Harry Potter mug. I need to get me a few ones. Anybody want to donate me some? American Ministry of Magic. Looks like Gotham. That is one way to end a fly. Wow.
We'd be more than happy to keep him here in custody.
6 months are enough. It's time for him to answer for his crimes in Europe.
We've had to change his guard 3 times. He's very persuasive. So we removed his tongue.
What? Is that how dark this is getting? There's definitely a foreboding going at the moment. Because that is one way to transport a criminal.
And we found this?
Oh, something's twigged for him. I mean, he has got to go and face up to his crime, so at some point they've got to remove him. But that is so.
No more silver tongue.
What is? That made me jump. So he is working with Grindelwald. So he wasn't like kidnapped by him. Did the Muggles seal this? I mean, I don't know how much magic you have here, but can you breathe underwater?
So needy.
I'm confused. So whose wand was that? And why did he let him live? That is an opening. That is an opening, man. Wow. Oh, I just love this world, man. Look how epic and big it is. Oh, there's your main man.
And what are you doing here?
Theseus thought it would be good if I became part of the ministry family.
Did he actually say the words ministry family?
The don't know how effective that thing is at actually cleaning. I mean, it looks spotless, but...
He's your brother, Newt. He likes spending time with you. And so do I.
Why is it so weird?
Just try and keep an open mind, will you? And maybe a little less.
Like me.
Well, it can't hurt.
You want an end to the ban on you travelling internationally. Why?
Because I like to travel internationally.
Subject and cooperate.
The committee will agree to lift your travel ban under one condition.
You join the ministry.
The thesis is the aura. I think my talents lie elsewhere.
Many purebloods believe it is their birthright to rule. And Grindelwald sees this boy as a means to make this all come true.
Oh, yeah, we still... Credence.
He survived.
We definitely saw him get blown to smithereens.
Same old Scamander.
What is he doing here?
The travel documentation denied.
Time is coming when everyone is going to have to pick a side. Even you.
I don't do sides.
You stand for your morals, Newt, yeah?
Come here.
Okay.
I assume this means I have the job.
Oh, gosh. Him and that centre parting can do one. Not a fan. As if they're just...
I want you to go to the circus now. Give my note to Credence.
You are not going to harm that little child, surely. Oh, look, he's a cardigan. No. No. We are literally like 15 minutes in, and I feel like he's just gotten rid of about 28 people already. I can't believe that. Hi. You up there. I'm not even scared of heights like that, but that is making me feel queasy.
Dumbledore.
Ah!
They're still convinced that you sent me to New York.
You told them I didn't?
Yes. Even though you did.
Oh, he did?
I don't believe for a minute that's why you told me about the Thunderbird.
He's talking about Fox. I think he's talking about Fox. I have got
Credence
such a
is in
nervous
Paris,
position.
I know this. An obscurus grows in the absence of love, as a dark twin. If Credence has a real brother or sister out there that can take his place, he might yet be saved. And I rather hope you might be the one to find him.
Seems like a big ask.
Dumbledore, if I leave the country, they will put me in Azkaban and they will throw away the key.
Do you know why I admire you, Newt? You do not seek power or popularity. You simply ask, is the thing right?
But forgive me for asking, why can't you go?
Yeah. It's a very, very, very valid point.
I cannot move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
I mean... very manipulative. But it is Dumbledore, so okay.
Bunty! Bunty! Bunty, the baby nifflers are loose again.
What was that?
I told you to leave the Kelpie to me.
That wound needs more ointment.
I don't want you losing fingers over it.
What's a Kelpie? I would not get in the water.
Perhaps you should take off your shirt.
She seemed like she really wanted that shirt off, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you should take off your shirt. What is it, like a seahorse of weeds? Oh no! It's these two.
Not allowed to. Whoop. Not allowed to date no matches.
What's wrong with
Not allowed to marry them. Blah blah blah. Newt Scamander with fiancée Lita Lestrange. Brother Theseus, an unknown woman.
No, so Theseus is marrying Lita, not me.
Well, someone got the wrong end of the stick.
Satine read that, and she started dating someone else. His name's Achilles Tulliver. Jacob and I, we're getting married.
I kind of got that from the can't date, can't marry them. Ah.
Don't mind if I
Please don't.
Queenie, you've got nothing to fear if he wants to get married. We can just lift the enchantment and he can tell us himself.
What's he enchanting with?
Well, you got there. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with that, Mr. Scamander?
Mr. Scamander?
Congratulations on your engagement, Jacob.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I'm curious when you were gonna wake me up after we had 5 kids.
Why is it wrong to want to marry you? I just want what everyone else has, that's all.
They don't like people like me marrying people like you. I ain't a wizard.
One of us had to be brave, and you were being a coward.
Ooh.
I'm a coward, you're fun.
Crazy. I'm gonna go see my sister.
Fine, see your sister.
Bye.
No, wait! Wait! No!
I mean, someone that can operate that quickly at will, yeah, makes arguments very difficult. She can read what you're thinking. She can disappear at will. You had no chance, bruv. Absolutely no chance.
I'll be with you in a second.
Hi.
I got my own problems.
Queenie left a postcard. Tina's in Paris, looking for Credence.
Genius. Queenie's gonna go straight for Tina.
How is he gonna get anywhere when he can't travel? Oh, it's Tina. She's got a new hairdo and everything. Look how much I'm smiling. Oh, there he is. Nagini? Nagini? I thought that's not going to end well. This all looks very sad.
Next in our little show.
But Nagini is in Voldemort's Nagini.
I present to you
as a person
a maledictus. Once trapped in the jungles of Indonesia, she is the carrier of a blood curse.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But soon, she will be trapped forever in a very different body. She is forced to be...
This is not gonna end well for you, bro.
Over time, she will not be able to transform back.
Credence!
What is that? Like a lionfish?
Pack it up. Paris is done for us now.
Oh, way to, stick around and fix the problem. It's just, we out.
Boy with the maledictus, what do you know about him?
He's looking for his mother. All my freaks think they can go home.
There's just literally nothing to see, is that?
If I could show you something better.
more concrete. Would the ministries of Europe and America let him live?
They might.
Then come.
What's he got?
Cretans purple. Why is this so important?
Valid question. I mean,
Who represents the greatest threat to our cause? Albus Dumbledore. Credence is the only entity alive who can kill him.
oh, so you want Dumbledore gone as well?
I really think he can kill the great.
Oh. He is great. But,
But will you be with us when that happens, Crow?
dear. Tensions are high.
It's best not to plan these things. You know, you just say whatever comes to you in the moment.
Maybe not always the best advice there.
She has eyes just like a salamander.
Don't say that.
And maybe they've got nice eyes.
It's gonna be all right.
20 not to tell anyone. I seen Newt Scamander leaving the country illegally. Price of fame, pal.
That portkey.
Confundus.
What are you looking for?
That's a kappa. That's a Japanese water demon. Tina?
Kind of got set off he's got going on there, man. Got gold dust. Ugh. Oh. They know what I'm trying to find that deep and that hard, mate.
It's a Chinese creature. They are incredibly fast and incredibly powerful.
Wow. That's a beastly beast. Such a great
Bienvenue au ministère des Affaires Magiques.
I need to speak to Tina Goldstein.
Oh, she's so sad.
Coffee or like...
Oh, she can hear him. Go find your baby.
Jacob! Jacob!
So don't they have any other way to... I know she's upset, but... yeah, don't they have another way to, like... I guess it's 1927, so yeah. Stupid Luke. Oh, this was awful. Who's that?
Madame?
It stopped.
Tout va bien, madame?
You don't even make friends with her. This is so bizarre to think of like Nagini as a person, or like. Be interested to know whether like she's always been this, or whether they adapted that for the film, or was she this in the books as well? Oh.
I am not your mother. I was only a servant.
Oh. So we're still having to. Oh. Oh. She knows that something's not right. You better hope that force field sticks, bro. All anybody wants is love. All anybody wants is love. I think our only crime was just knowing him.
Watch over Credence. Keep him safe. For the greater good. For the greater good.
So they planned to get rid of her.
Everything.
Ah, he's missing his boo.
I even missed the stuff that drove me nuts.
You know what I mean?
Sorry?
I absolutely hate eye drops. But those aren't some regular eye drops, I don't think.
I saw someone like this last night. Perhaps if I showed you where, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be lovely.
I mean, he's already got guilt written all over his face. Do you know what I mean? Shifty, bit weird. I'd be dubious about going into anything like that with him.
Tina, it's very honest. Oh.
I mean...
My apologies. Mr. Scamander, I shall return and release you. Once Credence is dead. Well, that's not the best start to a rescue attempt.
Oh, this was a rescue attempt?
Yeah. No! Bowtruckle. That's got
Come on, Newt, get out of there!
Aww. He's so good, isn't he? So, are they just not bothered about people seeing them anymore? Hey! Oh, hang on. This doesn't look good. I don't get a good vibe from her. Maybe it's the two brothers loving thing. Dumbledore's teacher.
This is a school. You've no right.
I'm the head of magical law enforcement. I have the right to go wherever I please. Out of here.
Go with Professor McGonagall, please.
Yeah, you better tell Moshi there's nothing. Do you know what I mean?
He's the best teacher we've got.
Thanks, McLagan.
Get out.
How rude. But get out.
I warn you, your policies of suppression and violence are pushing supporters into his arms.
I'm not interested in your warnings.
So what do you want? What do you want?
Well, I don't like you. But you are the only wizard who is his equal.
I can't.
Because of this. You and Grindelwald were as close as brothers.
Oh, we were closer than brothers.
Will you fight him?
That's an escalation.
I can't.
What is it with these guys?
Theseus.
That...
Theseus, if Grindelwald calls a rally, don't try and break it up. Don't let Travers send you in there.
I can always see what's going to happen. He's going to go, isn't he? He's going to go to that rally and it's going to be the end of him or something. L and N. Lena and Newt.
Scamander, why aren't you packing?
I'm not going home.
Why not?
He needs me.
It's only a boggart. It can't hurt you.
What is that? Some explanation would be great. Aww.
Was I such a bad student?
On the contrary, you were one of my cleverest.
I said bad, not stupid.
Okay.
Regret is my constant companion. Do not let it become yours.
Regret for what? For not finding out where the Corvus, where the Credence is.
I think I better be going.
But you haven't met your host.
Oh, are you married?
Let's say deeply committed.
Oh, this is weird.
You see, I can't tell if you're making a joke or if you're just French.
You're so very, very far away from home. Far away from everything you love. So go now. Leave this place.
Ah, master manipulator. I'm your friend. And I got you. Go now. I feel like they made like an unbreakable vow or something, like Snape made.
You're all right. Relatio.
Ah.
Mr. Scamander, have you got anything in your case that might help revive this man?
She's keeping things very formal, isn't she, Mrs. Scamander? Who did you make the vow with? Oh.
Right, you might not want to watch this.
I can handle it.
Come on, you're all right. Oh, come on. Jacob, can you take that for me?
Ugh.
Oh, calamari.
Why would you say calamari? That explains why he was acting so weird.
Tina!
She's not about it at all.
Tina, please just listen to me.
I know how you feel about auras.
I may have been a little strong in the way that I expressed myself in that letter.
What was the exact phrase? A bunch of careerist hypocrites?
And that's because you've got middle head.
Excuse me?
It's an expression derived from the three heads of the rune scroll, so the middle one is the visionary. Now, every aura in Europe wants credence dead except you. You've gone middle head.
It's Grindelwald. He's calling his followers.
It's a box that can tell us who Credence really is.
A box? What are you talking about?
Trust me.
How does he know about this box?
What do you want?
From you? Nothing. For you. Everything I never had.
What piece is he moving? Like, what chess piece is he...
You ghost?
No. No. I'm alive. But I'm an alchemist and therefore immortal.
You don't look a day over 375.
Nicolas Flamel.
Ah.
Come on, baby, stay right there. Stay right. Thank you, Mr. Flamel. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The Philosopher's Stone.
Grindelwald Rowling is at the cemetery tonight, and there will be death.
Then you gotta go.
What? I haven't seen action in 200 years.
I mean, they believe in him like he's crumbling from a handshake.
They think that Credence boy might be your missing brother.
My brother
I
is
know.
dead. He died.
I know.
How many times,
And
Theseus?
the records will prove that.
Every person at that rally arrested. If they resist...
Sir, forgive me, but if we're going too heavy, don't we run the risk of adding to the...
Oh, what is with these people? They're not listening. It could never be me. I get fired on the first day. Who you talking to?
Un sorcier suivi, Newt
Oh dear.
dans le département de la magie.
He needs to control his temper.
I think that might have been the best moment of my life.
As you were. So I guess the Ministry of Magic would have the records of this family, right? That's the reason why it's in the Ministry. That makes sense, I guess. It's also very eerie.
Don't move.
Who's that?
This is Little Lestrange. I'm her
fiancé.
She's not letting that go. She knows that you are not Little Lestrange. Because of the way she's turned on that chair.
I don't want you to be happy that I'm happy, because I'm not
Oh.
happy. Or engaged. You know, your eyes really are
Not the salamander line.
What?
I'm not supposed to say.
Oh. Why is this making me emotional?
This, it's just a picture of you from the paper, but it's interesting because your eyes, it's like fire in water, in dark water. I've only ever seen that in
Salamanders.
Ah, dear. Not me tearing up over salamanders. Are you joking? So she's gone to the ministry to get this document. She knows.
To convert her.
She knows he's there. What are they?
What cats are those?
These aren't cats. They're Matago. They're spirit familiars. Won't hurt you unless you...
Supervise!
Unless you attack them.
These are some ugly cats, man. Go big or go home. Did it just morph through that building? Is that its power? She's as empathetic as he is. I'm so confused. So Yusuf is her brother?
My father was Mustafa Kemal, pure blood of Senegalese descent. My mother, Lorena, was equally hybrid. They were deeply in love.
Maman?
Lestrange used the Imperious curse to seduce and abduct her.
Oh gosh.
Giving birth to a little girl. You. But then, his son, Corvus, was born at last.
Is he Corvus?
And then Corvus Lestrange?
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Realizing that Mustafa Kemal's son has sworn revenge, your father sought to hide you where I couldn't find you. But you must die.
Corvus Lestrange is already dead. I killed him.
What?
I only wanted to be free of him. Just for a moment.
Oh. That's what she saw when she saw the...
You didn't mean to...
I'm about to say, like, she didn't, like...
So it wasn't your fault.
Do you know who Credence really is? Did you know when you swapped them? No.
So Credence isn't her actual brother. This isn't a rally for Grindelwald. Of all the places for that to just to be.
Honey, you're here. Hi. Oh no, wait a second. I just thought maybe we could hear him first, you know.
It's how people get radicalized, people. Why is he bait? Oh, he's baited them there so Credence can be there. This is like the most dangerous place it could possibly be.
And the knowledge that the old ways serve us no longer. The Muggles are not lesser, but other. Not worthless, but of other value.
He's very engaging, isn't he? Like, even I'm listening to him like, oh, it doesn't hate us. He's predicting World War.
Their arrogance, their power lust, their barbarity.
And continue.
What's Niffler doing? Oh my god, he's so tense. that witch is going to do something, I think. Oh.
Your anger, your desire for revenge is natural. No!
That's exactly what you wanted. The manipulation is so next level.
Go forth from this place and spread the word. It is not we who are violent.
That is such a sick scene. Oh, crawl.
Pledge to me your eternal allegiance, or die. Play by the rules! No cheating, children!
He knows who I am.
He knows what you were born, not who you are.
Traitors!
Yes, Newt.
He's the answer. He wants what we want.
No.
Yeah.
Oh dear. This is actually crazy to think that
This has all been for you, Credence.
Walk with me.
No, Queenie.
No!
Walk with me!
No, man.
Little strange. Despised entirely amongst wizards, unloved, mistreated.
What is she?
I love you.
Mr. Flamel.
Together in a circle, your wand into the earth, or all Paris will be destroyed.
Oh no. It got out. I'm a little speechless right now. There's so many bits of love. Ah, poor Theseus. Ah.
I've chosen my side.
Oh man. Oh dear. That blood oath thing. When did he get that? He's a broken man. Austria.
You need to be careful. He's not sure he made the right choice.
What is it, a wand?
Is it true? About Lita?
It's a blood pact, isn't it? You swore not to fight each other.
How in the name of Merlin did you manage to get...
Can you destroy it?
Maybe. Maybe.
Your brother seeks to destroy you.
Brother? Who celebrated his torment?
The name I now restore to you. Aurelius Dumbledore. We will go down in history together as we remake this world.
Wait. So, has he just told him that just because he wants to create the division? Or is he actually saying that he is Dumbledore's brother? Because he couldn't have made the Phoenix do that unless he's enchanted a fake Phoenix. Dumbledore had another brother. I thought it was just Aberforth and his sister, the one that was ill, Aurelius. I didn't know he had another brother. And is this the reason why Dumbledore was so keen to keep him protected? So he actually is Dumbledore's brother? Well, there's just a lot just happened in the last 25 minutes. A lot has just happened. Zoe Kravitz, I think that was her name. Like she played the new the Catwoman in the Batman, right? I really liked that. Again, I really liked that. I think in terms of it's definitely like, I think to me darker than the first one. Even though the first one had all the, you know, all the parental harm and whatever else that that like horrible adoptive mother was bringing to Credence, and that was really awful. And this is really well made, by the way. Like even like this outro, like, you know, I don't really watch outros that often, but like even how that was made and all of that coming back down to the blood pacts and stuff, like that was really cool. Okay, I don't even know what to say about that aside from I thought that was great. Like, don't get me wrong, there were some bits in there that I thought were a little bit like didn't really that I thought were a little bit confusing. Like, so the whole thing about this prophecy about whether or not this brother, this legend brother, was meant to be the one, and whatever else, and oh, so he is still the legend brother, but not of the Lestrange family, of the Dumbledore family. Is that right? Am I getting that right? So he is, because I was like, oh, this whole like legend is not even real then, do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But maybe it is real, it's just the fact that actually it's him for Dumbledore's family as opposed to the Lestrange family. Because I was getting a bit confused between that whole storyline, really, to be honest, because obviously them breaking into the vault to try and work out whether or not the bloodline's real. I just thought that was a bit confusing. The fact that Queenie as well was kind of radicalized, I think was just really powerful. I think there's more of it that they could have shown, I think, to make that a little bit stronger, I think. But I think the bits in which that she was in the show, I thought were especially that last bit where she was like, walk with me, and stuff. I thought that was quite, because I think the initial bit where they're kind of separated and like she was kind of forcing him to get married, like that seemed a bit strained, because you wouldn't, and why would you enchant someone to marry them? Like that seemed a bit like, but I think the notion of like I just want to be me and be seen and whatever else, which is very interesting for Pride Month, by the way. But you know, you just want to be seen and not have this world that you have to keep yourself a secret and your love a secret and everything about you a secret. Like you don't want that. So I can kind of understand like on the one hand where she's like, well, this person's now speaking like to my heart. I mean, because all she wants is him. But I just think there could have been more. There could have been more scenes, I think, to kind of get me to buy into that even more. But I will say, when they got to the rally, I thought that she was very bought in, and that was quite powerful at that point. But I just wish there'd been more scenes of that. And to be fair, the scene where Grindelwald approached her and then spoke to her about what he was trying to bring about and stuff, that was quite good as well, I suppose, actually. Because she you know, he got in her head. He got in her head. So that was really sad, and I felt really bad for I can never remember his name, the guy with the mustache. I felt Jacob. I felt really bad for Jacob because obviously he's like, I just want my baby. Like I just want my baby. Like that was really sad. I think with Lita, you know, I guess the character kind of did redeem itself a little bit for me, because at first I was a bit like, I don't know if the vibe I'm getting here is a good one, because you know, there's obviously something between you and Newt here, and obviously you with his brother. So I was very much like, I thought she was kind of just playing them both and maybe didn't really love his Theseus, but she clearly did. And because she's like, I love you. She said she did say that to Theseus, right? Because obviously Theseus and Newt were both there. Unless she just meant it to both of them, that she loved both of them. I mean, that's quite interesting. She didn't necessarily, but I mean, I thought that she was saying it to Theseus. So the fact that she kind of sacrificed herself to ensure that they were safe, I think that did redeem the character for me. I think it's really hard in a film, because I think like you can't always get the character development so much so that you care, because like don't get me wrong, it was sad, it was really sad what happened to her, but it didn't break me as much, because I didn't even know that she was like that good a witch. Do you know what I mean? For her to kind of go and try and take on Grindelwald, or whether she already knew, or unless maybe she already knew that she wasn't a great witch, but she was good enough to distract him enough to, you know, for this plan of, you know, getting rid of everyone in that auditorium. Because I just thought it was a bit of a random thing for her to suddenly decide, oh, I'm going to go and take him on, when they'd said already that Dumbledore was the only person that was his equal. So yeah, I think had there been more, and obviously they did have the scenes with her and Newt beforehand, and that was really quite touching, to be fair. That was quite touching. But I just wish there'd been more of that. I wish there'd been more of that to kind of get me to care about her a bit more. I think Newt and Tina are just adore. I mean, that whole scene with the salamander eyes had me like, got me. It got me. I thought who else? I think Grindelwald it's a very menacing nature, and you know, I'm kind of even more intrigued now to be like, well, what is going to be the third part of this? Like, what's the? Because I don't think they made any more after Secrets of Dumbledore, did they? So I don't know, and I don't know if they're going to. So I'm hoping it kind of culminates in that. And obviously, I said that from the outset that the reason I was doing this was A, because I wanted to finish off the film I'd already started, but also the fact that it's Pride Month. So I think it's interesting that they made a blood pact never to fight each other. And so, well, why did they make that pact? And he even said we were closer than brothers. We were closer than brothers, which then makes me think that, like, were they partners in love? Is that what it was? Like, and that's the reason that they made a blood pact. I love the fact as well that Dumbledore's like, Newt's like, oh, can you destroy this? It's like, maybe. Like, all these people are now gone. Like, we've gone through all kinds of trauma. Like, and you're not even sure. So it's just interesting that Dumbledore's been sending people on these missions, these potentially never coming back missions, like from the get-go, from very, very early, and seems to just, you know, be like, yeah, but we'll see what happens. I thought the film was great. I loved the Zawa. I thought that was quite a cool, like, tiger, dragon, weird cat like tail thing. That was quite cool. And I love the relationship he's got with the beasts. Like, and you can see that rubbing off on people like Tina and stuff, and then starting to see the kind of the beauty of them. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think I've gone into all of these films, like the first one and this one, believing that they're just really bad from what I've heard. But you know, I laughed a little, I cried a bit. I was gripped to the end of it to find out what's gone on. I thought that, sorry, I haven't even talked about that last scene. That last scene with the fire and the blue dragon and Nicholas Flamel coming out of like his 8,000 year retirement with the crinkle fingers, like that whole scene, and them getting and them doing finito, like to contain that was epic. That was absolutely loved that. I thought it was such an awesome scene. And also the scene when all the, I want to call them Death Eaters, but all the people that were like his followers, Grindelwald's followers, and they're apparating at the building. I thought that was really cool. I thought even from the opening, was sick. Do you know what I mean? Like with the Thestrals and that whole battle and him taking them all on and him calling the lightning, and I just think it was a really good film. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like an Inception level of film, but in terms of like, you know, fantasy and being part of the Hogwarts, like Harry Potter world and whatever, I think that was I really enjoyed it. I really did. But yeah, I'd love to know what everyone else thought about it. Like, and actually, you know, am I really just on my own with it? Am I just on my own with it? Yeah, like if anyone has seen The Secret of Dumbledore, am I in for a good time? I'm really hoping I am, because and obviously part of me is probably a little bit biased because I'm already such a fan. I'm such a fan of this world anyway, but I think they did a decent job of that. I have a story that I didn't know anything about. Again, a little bit convoluted. I will say that, a little bit convoluted. There were some scenes that were a little bit hammy as well. Like the cat lady in the ministry. You know, that was giving me very much like she's behind you kind of like theatre baddie. Yeah, like I think there's more things. The Genie was a surprise as well. Like I can't believe the Genie was a person. Like that's mad. And not only was she a person, she was a person on the other side. So I'm like, what brought her to the side of Grindelwald, or the Voldemort, Grindelwald, Death Eater side? Like what? That's mad. Her transformation into a person as well, into a snake, just gross. And also the brother, Yusuf, I think, I don't know, he didn't seem like the big baddie that someone would need to go and send the kids all the way to America for. Do you know what I mean? So I was a bit like, okay, but you're not really coming across as that sinister. You seem very confused about a lot. But, you know, you didn't necessarily bring me as like the Terminator type that people need to kind of flee the country for. But yeah, aside from that, I thought it was really, really good, and like I said, I'm keen now to watch the third movie, so I need to get on that ASAP. But yeah, love to know what your thoughts were, and if there were any other parts of the movie that stood out for you. If you did enjoy this, and do drop me a like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And as always, I've got a Patreon, so the full reaction will obviously be on Patreon as soon as it's done. But yeah, for now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the third and final one.